Everybody's doing well. My beautiful souls, my words out there. The moment when you realize that you're speaking to your higher self, okay? The self of you that's in multiple dimensions, okay? But realizing that it's yourself that you're speaking to, okay? Yourself in a different dimension, okay, or a different frequency, okay? You're receiving information from yourself, okay? The moment that you realize that is a profound moment, okay? Um, the number one thing is to always remember, okay, the first person, the first instinct, the first intuition is yourself, okay? Your own self, okay? So you're speaking to yourself, okay? From a higher frequency or higher dimension, okay? We're in multi dimensions, okay? At one time, okay? And if you can't observe it, observe it, okay, or be consciously aware or have awareness consciously of it, you won't understand. But if you have awareness consciously that you are speaking to yourself, but in a higher frequency or a of yourself, okay? Now, you can embody the future version of yourself in the present moment, okay? Or, yes, the present moment in your mind, because your mind doesn't know the difference, okay? Is what is real and what is fake, okay? What is real and what is fake, okay? Your mind doesn't understand what is real and what is not fake. What is in the future version of yourself that I desire to be, okay? Or you want done, okay? Now you're activating these feelings. You're stepping into, right, yourself without hesitation, with direct action, okay? And you start living, you start thinking, okay, consciously, okay, thinking, reacting, responding to that future version of yourself, okay? Your reality has no choices, okay? But you only mirror, okay? When I say mirror, we are mirroring souls, okay? So we're like a mirror, a reflection, an echo, an imprint, okay? The frequency that you're on, okay? So being consciously aware of this and realizing the moment that you're truly speaking, um, happy Indigenous Day. You're truly speaking to yourself, okay? So it's something that you can only observe, okay? Um, and you have to visualize it, and you're thinking you're speaking to a higher consciousness, but the higher consciousness is you, okay? And when you realize that higher consciousness is you, it's a profound moment, okay? Because sometimes you think this higher consciousness is an ancestor, or this higher consciousness is a frequency. It can be a frequency, but it's you. Okay, it's you. Just on another timeline, or just on another dimension. But you can speak to your future self. Okay. Um, we're all mirroring souls. We when we mirror out what we are. Okay. And the frequency that we're on. Okay. So we're multi-dimensional. Okay. Multi-dimensional beings. Okay. We're on many dimensions, my friends. Okay. When you first realize that you are on different dimensions, you're different places, that we all leave an imprint and we will all leave an echo. Okay. It's very interesting. And it's very not just interesting. Um, Sometimes you won't understand it because you're like, how am I speaking to myself on a higher dimension or different frequency? Okay, but you are. Okay, you're in many places at one time. Okay, um, and this is very interesting. Okay, when I realized that I was in many different dimensions and I was speaking to my higher self, it was a profound moment. Okay, because I'm like, how am I speaking to myself on a different dimension or a different frequency? How is that possible? Because the universe, or metaverse, is infinity. Okay, infinity. Um, so you are on a different frequency, a different dimension, if that's what you want to call it. And that is what quantum jumping is, or quantum timeline jumping is. Okay. You're on different timelines, but you're on many different timelines at once. And when you realize that it's you that is speaking to you, that inner voice is you. It's amazing experience, amazing feeling, amazing awareness, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. Okay. So I just wanted to talk about this, you guys. Hit the like button. Give me some hearts. Subscribe to my channel. It's free. This is Jennifer Felix, you guys. Thank you guys so much. So remember, the intuition is you. The inner voice is you. Okay. It's all you. Okay. When you realize this consciously, subconsciously, or unconsciously, it is amazing experience of awareness because it's you. Okay. It's nobody else but you. Okay. So somebody says about death, there is no such thing as death. The concept of death is a concept to consciously trap you in the physical, in the not just the physical, in the spiritual. Okay. So even looking at the concept of death, okay, because we want to hold on to people, places, and things forever, right? But eventually, people, places, and things have to transcend and ascend, okay, or ascension, okay? So we have the concept wrong, Okay, we always had the concept wrong. The reason why they explain it to you the way they did is so you can be afraid and fear death. Okay, but when you get to the point where you don't fear it and you're not afraid of it and you embrace it, okay, because you are going to transcend and ascend and transmute, okay, to another place of consciousness and being consciously aware, okay. There is a movie, and it's one of my favorite movies, and the father says to the son, "Son, why do you fear death? Don't fear it." And the reason why is because we all must face it, but it's not something to be scared to face. It's something once you don't fear it, you're not scared of it. You face it head on. You're not dying. You transcend and ascend. Okay. And a lot of people fear it because of the unknown. Okay. And it's nothing to be feared. Okay. It's nothing to be feared, my friends, because we all will transcend. We will all ascend. Okay. Transmute to different places. Okay. Thank you for prescribing. So in religion, they teach you to fear it. Okay. You don't fear it. You look ahead, you embrace it. We all have died many times. Okay. So it's not something to fear. Okay. The only reason why we fear it is because religion teaches us to fear it. Okay. And not just that, religion teaches us to fear it, but mankind teaches us to fear it. And it's something you shouldn't fear. Okay. Because when you're spiritually aligned, you don't fear it. You look at you look at head on. Okay. And you know that one day you will have to transcend and ascend. Okay. And it's just, but you don't even really understand that you have experienced it, or you know you have experienced it. Okay. So it's not something to be fearful of. The only reason we fear it is because we fear losing. Okay. But they're always with us. Okay. Always, my friends. Always. Okay. Thank you so much. This is Jennifer Felix, you guys. So remember, anytime you have intuition, it is yourself. Okay. It's nobody else but yourself. Anytime you have intuition or you hear that voice inside you, that voice inside you is yourself. Okay. Yourself. So start trusting yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. This is Jennifer Felix. Okay, you guys. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.